Alrighty, all my leveling is done. So we can go straight into the temple. So, oh, hang on a second. Hi, push. Oh, shoot. Yeah, so I did a lot of leveling. Everyone is at 29. What I was, um, what I was doing was I was running around uh, that sealed cave where all those scholars are at. And just doing encounters there because they were pretty high leveled. And I could get enough XP to where I was leveling pretty... Like, it didn't feel like it was taking forever, pretty much. When mankind foolishly tried to wield weapons that they could not control, they sealed them away in Eureka. Now those weapons are necessary. Yeah, those enemies in the Steel Cave were pretty tough. And so I was able to get everyone to level 29. I stopped there because after around level 28 was when the XP gains started getting less and less. And I think this place should give enough XP to make up for it. The sigil leads to a dimensional rift. That is where you can find the Eureka key. Oh, do I? Okay. Do we have to stay? I imagine we have to stay because these mushrooms are pretty big. Right. Should I see if there are any encounters here? Because I don't want to switch my guys to casters right now. What kind of items do I have on me? 6 of these? Alrighty. Actually, I think the hammer is a constant use, right? Oh, and I was able to get level 6 spells now, which is how I know I'm leveled to where I should be now, because now I can use these things. I don't want to use it right now. Well, they aren't too tough. We'll see how long this dungeon goes. Yeah, let me go back then and switch the other two to casters. Also with that sealed cave, I think that's going to be where Dark Knight comes in, because some of the enemies there were, they were vulnerable to the Dark Blade, which I don't have, and which is what I think only Dark Knights can use. So we must be required to use a Dark Knight to get over there, maybe even to destroy that adamantite wall. I kind of want to try Evoker on one of them. On Geomancer. And Evoker. And in leveling everybody, I got a lot of money, so I could max out on high potions. I got the last summon, which is Titan, and all those... Oh, that was almost really bad. Almost I don't even remember what I was gonna say. I do want to see what Titan does. I'll just defend. We'll see how it goes. Oh yeah, Arc is like crazy now. Job level 56, just killing everybody. I did intend to put everyone on martial classes and level them up that way because that would give them more HP with every level. But it felt like the XP gains I was getting from areas where that would be areas where that would be viable, it just wasn't enough, especially compared to the Sealed Cave where it was a gigantic jump pretty much. And in the Sealed Cave, I needed casters because there are these there are two types of enemies where they will multiply themselves and it gets really annoying. Like, you can start with 2 and then end up with 9 enemies on the field. Potentially even more, I think, depending on the type of enemy it was. So it was really a gigantic pain, and I needed casters so they could do these multi-casts. Because Monk just wasn't doing enough damage. Nice. So he's talking about Eureka here. I'm not going to have any knowledge on the reference to anything in 14, because I actually never did Eureka yet. I might try in the future, but it's old content at this point, so I don't know how many people are actually, like, doing it anymore, and I think you kind of need people to do some of the encounters there. Oh dang, I have to heal people. You know, I just realized I forgot to change their formation since they're all casters. And then a couple cures. Maybe I'll just have Art defend for a little bit. Oh, this sigil. We made it, but we can't rest. My life force won't last much longer. Why are you weak? Here, let me cast a spell on your ship. This will allow you to travel underwater. Sahapido Muwu Kane. The Nautilus can travel underwater thanks to Doga's spell. You must go to the Temple of Time, under the sea at Cape Twin Horn, south of Saronia. There you will find Noah's lute. Why do we need that? Maybe to wake up Une? Because it can only be used in the dreamscape. The music of that magic lute can reach the world of dreams. You must use it to wake up Une and bring her back to our world. I, on the other hand, must go and fetch Eureka's key. Once you have found Une, you will need to commandeer the Invincible, a colossal battleship. Now go, find the lute and awaken Une. We will see each other again, young heroes. Doga left the party. I guess the implication is supposed to be that the people that are with us are fighting alongside us. That does make more sense. It's just like you never see them, or you don't even get like a special call for help button to have them do an action in battle. So there's a little bit of, I would say, dissonance between Doga saying that he is like he's tired and worn out from traveling through the cave, assuming that the assumption is that he's been fighting alongside you and the enemies are like kicking his ass pretty much. But then when you're playing, he's just traveling behind you and you don't really get any input from him unless you ask for it. I will warp you out of here with my magic. I leave Une to you. Farewell for now, warriors. But see, this is a good example of what I meant when I was talking about how I didn't like that you could only be Dragoons for the Garuda fight. Because here, yes, you could only be casters, but now we have a bunch of different casters, so you can like choose what kind of caster you want to bring with you. Instead of being restricted to like, oh, you can only do Black Mage, or you can only do Geomancer. I just like having more options. Do they have any updated dialogue? Master Doga has gone into the rift between dimensions to retrieve the Eureka key, Kupo. I hope he's alright, Kupo. Sleeps in the shrine in the south. I don't think I need anything else from here. Maybe I could get like 4 more Phoenix down. Oh my goodness. I don't think it has much HP left, so we can just attack. God, I hate this. There wasn't anything on that other side. Okay, a little bit tougher. It's kind of irritating that I have to re-up the draw attacks every single time. I would rather it stayed for a couple rounds, and maybe it does, but again, they don't tell me these things, and I really wish they would. Okay, I need encounters off while I'm suffering through this. Ugh. I love the music. Ooh. Sunken cave. I'm assuming Arc will just kill them all really easily because he has lightning spells. Or not so easily. Thanks. Well, thanks for taking yourself out. Diamond Shield. That should be better than Hero Shield, right? A shield resistant to lightning that prevents the wielder from turning into a toad. Okay. Oh, there's another one over there, another one over there. Sword that casts Protect when used in battle. Only a knight can use it. I'm kind of over doing the same thing over and over again, which might mean I need to start switching them around, but this is, like, this feels like the party I get the best mileage out of. And I also do think some of the fatigue is the fact that I've been running with them for the last however many hours, and through all of the leveling that I did before going into the cave, so it's kind of like, I'm a little bit over it. But they're also really strong. I'm just gonna turn encounters off right now. I think I'm at an okay level, so I don't have to do too many encounters at the moment. Large double-edged axe. Air knife. Diamond mail, Loki harp, diamond bracers. Can you use diamond mail? What, okay. Power bracers, gloves, elixir. Sword infused with holy power can inflict paralysis. That's what I thought. Feels like a very paladin-y sword, so I didn't think Dark Knight was gonna be able to use it. What? Creates a rift to another dimension? Whoa. Do I need this for like a story reason? This area does feel like it's gearing up a knight, so I wonder if there's going to be an area in the future, or like a section that needs knights more than another kind of tank. Ooh, it's a bit slow though. I guess it's a good trade-off for how fast it was originally. Ah, these things aren't too dangerous. Actually, I'm going to turn encounters off while I'm looking for areas around here. I don't know how many caves there are going to be, but I think it would be too annoying to have to deal with encounters on top of trying to find any kind of caves, especially because it's so slow. Ooh. Oh, is this... Yeah, okay, that's cool. So that is what those pawns I was seeing, that's what they're for. Doga's Village. This is Doga's Village. All the spells sold here were restored from ancient texts by Master Doga himself. Whoa. Wait, what? Oh, did I start from the north? Okay, I'm not used to that. What can I do for you? Oh, they're all merchants. Okay, so this is like with Mysidia too, because they had that one magic store that had every single spell in the game. Or almost every single spell, I think. Oh, even summons. Are those... No, those aren't all the summons we get. I think those are only... Those are all the ones that we can buy. But we have to find Leviathan and Bahamut, and maybe those are our last two if we don't get up to level 9 summons. So level 5. There are only 6 people here. So I don't know that I'll get anything new. Oh, here we go. Level 7. Kiraja, Asuna, Reflect. Quake, Breaka, Absorbs Life, Drain. Can get at least 2. I don't know if I should get Kiraja, because Kiraga is kind of... It's really powerful right now, and it's basically a full heal for everyone at the moment. Because it does about 2,300 healing, and everyone's max health is under 2,000. Asuna would be good, though. Absorbs Life. I think either Quake or Breaka would be good. I think we'll take Quake, because I don't have anything that deals earth damage. So... The only thing is, this is a little bit finicky, but I have a certain order I like to put my spells in, which is, especially for white magic, is Cure is the first one in the list for every spell level, and then everything else. I'll still buy Asuna right now. And then Quake. I don't know that there are any other spots like this. It's kind of hard to tell. Since this is a smaller area, we can just... I thought I turned this off. We can just circle around the island first, and then the bigger continents next. Although I do wonder if they'll even put any caves on the top parts of the landmasses, because they would be harder to see since the openings generally have to face you. Oh, I thought that wall looked a little bit weird. I know they said there was a way to get to the castle in Seronia by going underwater, so maybe we can find that. I guess to make this faster, I should just fly to an... What is this? I should just fly to an area and then dive down. Okay, nothing here. I guess this is kind of left over from when the continent was still connected to everything else. Also, definitely before we do the temple, I want to go and check if I can get to Leviathan with this. I'm not sure if it'll be possible. Or even if I'd be able to defeat Leviathan. Sounds like a very high level enemy. I also wonder how we're supposed to summon, not Leviathan, Bahamut again. Well, it doesn't seem like there's much else. So nothing, I guess nothing really with this continent. There should be something with the other one though. But I also don't want to say that and then stop looking and then it turns out there was something that I missed. Although I imagine there aren't a lot of things you can just stumble across, like especially with this because it's such a big area. They're probably going to tell you, hey, there's this thing under this spot on the map that you can go to. And maybe some other things will open up later in the story. Yeah, I think that's how it's gonna work, is they will tell me where I can go underwater. So I'll just check that island with the bards, the geomancers, and then check Saurnia. Although... Actually, I just remembered about those puddles, of course. Or ponds, lakes, whatever. This one that I can't exactly like hover over. I'm really trying to like slowly get over there in increments. Maybe it's just too big. What would this even get me to? I don't think it would get me to anything. Why can't I dive in here? Oh shit. Sorry. Okay, so this is what we need the fangs for. Oh my god, I can't stand this. Even just, like the movement is so finicky, even tapping is kind of hard. I go farther than I want to. Wait, have I been in here? I haven't been here before. What's this place? Uni's Shrine. And I imagine this is where the underwater entrance is. Great. I'm gonna go and check with the floating continent first, and then we can do everything else. Oh, but I can't even dive here. Oh my god, I'm just trying to get this little spot. You know what I should have done? I should have rested a bit. I've been in the sealed cave for so long that it surprises me when I can kill enemies super easily. So I think for these, I need those magic keys, and I don't know if actually I should have 2. Somewhere. They're in here? Okay, there we go. Yeah, so that's what those magic keys are used for. I can also go thief, and I will. Okay, that's my bad. I didn't realize how dangerous they were. Let's use some of those high potions that I have so much of. Dang, missed everybody. I don't see any reason to be up here. It's a lot of night stuff. A little nervous. Timely mail. I haven't seen any walls that look like they're hiding any passages. I mean, What is the reason for... Oh, I see one. Nice. Allow me a harp. Protect ring. Ring resistant to fire, ice, and lightning. Used by everybody. I should put that on these two, because they haven't really had any upgrades in a while. Noah's lute, the mythical instrument lost to the flow of time, began to play a tender tune. Obtain Noah's lute. Great, key item. Lute whose timbre may raise Une from her sleep. Well, since it's a key item, I doubt I'm gonna need to have a bard in the party. I think just anybody can use it. And it's fine. I was thinking of using Otter Shroom or Teleport, although I think Teleport takes health. Let's test this out. She has 778. She has 778. Okay, better than Into.